Here we will explain about teacher instruction, how an English teacher took his modules in their instruction, and teacher as a researcher, how an English teacher as a researcher. So, what is the teacher instruction? Teacher instruction is the ability to read a situation and know something without proof or cancelling listening, without ever having any idea why you know it. Now, the teacher instruction is the teacher will be able to believe in their own instruction if the teacher has experience about that. Albert Einstein once wrote that instruction is nothing but the outcome of earlier intellectual experience.
The next slide is how to develop intuition. The first, teacher must have a sharp and precise intuition by teaching, focusing not just on the lesson, but on factors like participation and mood of the students, or the condition of the classroom and students' behavior. It means that the teacher must pay attention to the feelings and behavior of the students in class while teaching. The second is continuing to practice and make it a long experience. Based on Albert Einstein's, that intuition is nothing but the outcome of earlier intellectual experience. So intuition can develop with a lot of experience. Number 3 is teacher should be friendly, giving motivation and make the students comfortable. Not only pay attention according to students' feeling and behavior, but also should be close to the students and always motivate the students for study. Then the last is mention 3 things which hinder intuition based on Couch 2005. The first is belief, then mental habits, and emotional conditioning. And then the point number 11 are teacher as a researchers. So in this section, we will discuss a little bit about how an English teacher as a researcher. Researchers is someone who conduct a research. Then, teacher as researchers is teacher to be a collaborators in revising curriculum, improving their work environment, professionalizing teaching in their own class. For example, teacher doing some research to make their teaching more effective. And then, the teacher as researchers transfers teacher from a state of powerlessness to a state of power, and from being more receivers of training and lecturing to initiators of change and more efficient and active teachers.
Okay guys, the next slide is teacher role. There are 5 teacher roles here. The first is teacher as a controller. Second, the teacher as a director. The third, the teacher as a manager. Next is teacher as facilitator. And finally is teacher as resource. Firstly, teacher as controller. This is a traditional role in the classroom. So the teacher control the students and it's like what the students should speak and participate in the class. And the second is as director. The teacher manages the process of students' interaction in the class. The third is manager. The teacher plans the lesson and manages the progress of students as well as a classroom time. And then teacher is facilitator. Here, teacher helps students to overcome whatever difficulties they might encounter the process of learning. Finally is teacher as resource. In this role, the teacher plays a less directive role where students take the initiative and ask the teacher for advice and counsel. It means that the teacher should always be ready to respond to students' queries and requests whenever they seek his help. Next is the value of teacher based on John L. Santa. There are 3 points. The first is teacher empowerment, and second is promoting a dynamic or process orientation as contrast to static or content approach. And the third is teacher research can help in building a scientific knowledge base about learning and teaching. Okay, that's all for us. Thank you so much for listening and watch our video. And please drop a question when you have a question, and we may say sorry because nobody is perfect in this world. Thank you so much, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.